Sup guys, my name is Broke and today I'm bringing you all a fairly budget and competitive Shaddoll Invoked branded deck for the current format. This is after the new Alba Strike structure deck was released, and this deck is really fun to play in my opinion. I tried to keep it within a budget and this is what I came up with. So without further ado, let's dive right in. First of all, for the invoked package, I have to run 3 Alistair, 3 Meltdown, 2 Invocation, and 1 Terraforming. Pretty basic stuff. Moving on to the Shaddoll package, you can of course change the ratios of each card and the cards themselves. This is what I personally like. 1 Beast, 1 Squamata, 1 Hedgehog, and 1 Aerial for the monsters, 2 Fusion, and 1 Schism. This is the Shaddoll package. Of course, you can change the ratios if you want, and the cards themselves. I just like them this way. I also run a small Edge Imp package, and by that I mean 2 Chain, 2 Frightfare Patchwork, and the 1 Polymerization. Moving on to the branded package, which is small but it's still noticeable and makes a difference in this deck. Of course, you have to run the 3 branded fusion. This card is bonkers, out of this world, and you have to run it at 3. 1 Albaz and the 1 Keeper of Dragon Magic. You run this card because not only can it give you access to the branded fusion, but if you have a chain in hand, then you can use this effect, pay chain for cost, and then add with chain's effect Frightfare Patchwork, which will give you access to both a chain and the polymerization. Now for the rest of the monsters, I ran the Light Hexfield Fusion because I just like the card, and if you want you can cut it. It's not that important to the deck. And for the hand traps, I ran 3 Veiler. It comes in the structure deck. 3 Ogre, which also comes in the structure deck, and the 1 Ghost Mourner and Moonlight Chill, because I think it's a pretty underrated hand trap and wanted to give it some much deserved attention. Now as for the rest of the main deck, I ran 3 Super Poly. This card is amazing in this deck. You have to run it. I ran it at 3 because it's a board breaking card and I absolutely love it, and your opponent can't even respond to it. And for the rest and the remainder of my main deck, I ran the 1 Foolish Burial to send the Shaddolls, and the 1 Called by the Grave to protect your place from hand traps. Now moving on to the extra deck. Of course, you have to run the 1 Mirror Jade. This is the boss monster of the branded package. This card is amazing and the artwork is out of this world as well. This is a spicy, but I ran 2 Lubellion instead of 1 because there is a really nice combo you can do with Albion, where you can keep Lubellion and go into Mirror Jade. And of course the 1 Titanic Land to send off Mirror Jade. Overall, it's a pretty big package for branded, but that's what I decided to go with, and of course you can change it if you want. Now as for the Invoked Fusions, I ran the 1 Mechaba because this card is really good and helps you control the flow of the game. 1 Caliga for the same exact reason, and the 1 Ogoadis because it's more of the aggressor of this deck. If you need to go into it, then you'll be fine, I guess. And for the Shaddolls, I ran the 1 Upcalon and 2 Window. I used to run a construct, but after a while I just didn't like it that much and decided to cut it, uh, because this deck is mainly going first. Now, as for the super poly targets, I ran the 1 Predaplant Dracostapelia and the 1 Mud Dragon of the Swamp. Both of these cards are, known for being great super poly targets, so it isn't a surprise that I put them in there. And for the rest of the extra deck and the final 2 cards of the deck, I ran the 1 Almiraj and the 1 Secure Gardener because oftentimes you don't open up branded fusion and you have to go with, Alistair. So this plays, the cookie cutter basic combo that everyone should know. Normal summon Alistair. That's what I'm talking about. So yeah, that's it guys for the deck. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, please don't hesitate clicking the like button. After all, it's your choice and I'm not going to push you into doing anything. If you enjoyed, well, that's good I guess. So I'll catch you guys later.